Welcome to the final race of NYOS Season number 2. We're here at Homestead-Miami Speedway to crown a champion for Season 2. Now let's look back at the last race we've had here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Season number 1 championship race. IDK got on the pole, but it was Eminem's Racing Fan quickly battled to the lead. And then the eventual championship winner, Griffdog, was involved in the crash in the race, but had enough points backing him up where he would still win the championship. The lead went back to IDK player, and after that we had another wreck involving the Iceberg, Eminem's Racing Fan, Fiasco, and a few other cars, as Eminem's Racing Fan would get hit by Rawgator there, as that would end the race. The race would end under caution. IDK got his first career win, and the champion for Season 1 went to Griffdog. As here's your starting lineup for the final race of the season. Row number 1 is second place in points, and the only one other than Eric Eastup able to compete for the championship. It is Danny B. Talks, followed by David Land. Row number 2 is Rusty Walrus and Black Flags Matter. Both got their first career wins this season. After that is Eric Eastup, currently in championship lead, and Mr. Radman. Row number 4 is the Iceberg and Joseph Lombard. They both won this season. Row number 5 is One Incarnation and Kamikaze Games. After that, we have row number 6 featuring IDK player who won here last year and Larson Fan in the 42 car. After that is row number 7. It is MDK and Griffdog. After that is row number 8. Baltimore Racing and Caleb Hoffman. And then right after them, it is row number 9 featuring Code H Gaming and Rawgator. Then lastly, in row number 10, we have Sloppy Joe and Fiasco. The pace car pulls off for the final time this season. Eric Eastup in the points lead. Can Danny B. Talks beat him and win the championship? We're going to find out now. As the green flag waves, we're underway. Danny B. Talks in control early on here in this race. Eric Eastup fighting for second here. They're 3 wide into turn number 1 here. Expect a lot of 3 wide action here, maybe even 4 wide. A lot of people are going to swoop to the inside and turn number 1 and going to dive it down and pick up a few positions in the corner. Here it is into turn number 3. Eric Eastup has gotten to second place. The top 2 in the championship, 1 and 2. So here comes the Iceberg, their teammate. Eastup to the inside here. As lap 2 goes to Danny B. Talks. Eric Eastup's going to get the lead here. He has the inside lane. Here comes the Iceberg to second. Danny B. Talks is going to fall back since he's on that outside lane. Iceberg blocking last season's winner here, IDK player. Iceberg to the inside of his teammate for the lead. Here comes IDK player, going to make it 3 wide for the lead. And here comes MDK as well. IDK to the lead here. He pushes Iceberg up the racetrack, and they're both going to slow down here. As MDK on the bottom here, he's going to get the run off the corner. 3 wide for the lead still. Here comes Danny B. Talks. Carnation as Eric Eastup's on the outside lane still. That's not good for him. MDK still on the bottom. IDK player still up there. He's going to lead this lap, but here comes Carnation. 3 wide for the race lead into turn number 1. We'll see what Carnation does here. He dives to the inside of MDK. IDK player got too far out there. He could not make it 3 wide. He got the run off turn 4. He's going to have the run off turn number 2. Now up towards the front is that number 1 car of Baltimore Racing. He currently sits last in points, even though he won at Chicagoland, holding off Danny B. Talks earlier this season. As IDK player is going to lead lap number 5. Baltimore Racing trying to get around Carnation here. He's going to take him 3 wide in turn number 1. He's going to push up the Iceberg here. It's MDK taking a lower line and IDK player. They're side by side off turn 2. IDK player is going to probably have the run off the corner since he had that high lane. But no, MDK's right there. He's going to take the lead. Entering turn number 4. IDK player sits back. He's going to wait for him. He's going to get the run off the corner. Will he catch him by turn 1? We don't know. It's Kamikaze Games up near the front. He takes Danny B. Talks and Carnation 3 wide for that 4th spot. Now IDK player using a lower line. What MDK used to get around IDK. IDK is going to use it to his advantage. He's going to get around MDK. 4 wide in the back with Eric East up there. They all sorted out as Baltimore Racing to the lead. Carnation hits the wall in the back. IDK player is going to lead that lap. Baltimore Racing tried the pass on IDK. It did not work. Here comes Kamikaze Games here. He moves in that 3rd spot. Here comes Danny B. Talks taking a low lane here. Can they catch IDK player? They've got the run on him. Baltimore Racing's right there. He's falling back though. Pushes MDK up the racetrack. Danny B. Talks forcing Kamikaze Games up the racetrack. 3 wide for 2nd. Danny B. Talks doing anything he can to win a championship here. As Eric Eastup sits in about mid-pack. He's on the high lane. That's not good for him, and that's going to shuffle him back. As Danny B. Talks most likely will go to 2nd here. IDK players continuing to pull away. He's got his lane choice. Any lane he wants to take, he can. As these cars were 3 right behind him, they couldn't really pick what lane they can. They had to hold their position, hold their lane. There's nearly 4 wide for 3rd here. Joseph Lombard all the way down low. There's MDK, Kamikaze Games, and the Iceberg. As Joseph Lombard backs off, here comes Iceberg here for 3rd. They're going to push him up the racetrack, make sure to slow him down. 4 wide for that 5th spot. Rusty Walrus making anything happen right here. The front of the field really spread out here, but once you get about mid-pack, that's where you start to see the action. Another case of 4 wide here, this time off turn 4 as Rawgator nearly hit the wall off turn 4. There's still going to be 4 wide here, looks like for 5th. It's MDK by the wall here, got pushed up by the Iceberg. Rawgator, not much room. Eric Eastup might make it 5 wide here. He's got the inside lane. He's coming to the front. Rusty Walrus and Joseph Lombard near contact there in the back straightaway. Rawgator is forced up near the wall. As here comes Danny B. Talks to the lead here. He sees that Eric Eastup's coming. He's got to get to the lead. He's got to have a chance at the championship. He's got to finish a lot of more spots ahead of Eric Eastup. Here comes his teammate though, Iceberg, right around them both. Gets them all in one corner. Here comes MDK. They're slowing them down, going 2, 3 wide there. As I don't think Danny B. Talks is going to be happy about that. A teammate is keeping him from winning a championship. It's going to be a weird meeting on Monday there. So here comes Iceberg to the lead. He's going to lead his 1st lap of the day as we have 2 laps to go in the season. MDK here, he's got the run. It's not good for the Iceberg because we've seen him up front late in these races over the course of the season, and he does not hold his position. So that's not really good luck for him. He's looking to change that here today as they're 3 wide. Eric Eastup to the inside of Danny B. Talks. If he makes the pass, he's most likely going to win the championship here. As speaking of passes, there goes MDK to the inside of Iceberg there. Here it is. Iceberg's going to lead yet another lap as the white flag's out. MDK gets this inside. He pushes Iceberg up the track. Eric Eastup to that 2nd spot here, at least fighting for it. He's probably going to get the 2nd position here. He's on the inside lane. So we have less than a half a lap to go in the season. What a season has been for MDK. He nearly won a couple of times. He didn't race at Daytona. And off of turn number 4, he's going to win his 1st career race. And Eric Eastup's going to win his 1st career championship in NYOS season number 2. Yet another historic day for NYOS. We crowned a champion and a 1st career winner in the final race of the season for the 2nd season in a row. So here's your race results. It is MDK, Eric Eastup, Black Flags Better, The Iceberg, Danny B. Talks, Caleb Hoffman, Fiasco, Larson Fan, Baltimore Racing, IDK Player, David Land, Kamikaze Games, Curtis Gaming, Sloppy Joe, Will Radman, Griff Dog, Carnation, Joseph Lombard, Raw Gator, and Rusty Wallace. So here's your point standings here. Eric Eastup over Danny B. Talks by 40 points. And then look at this top 4. Every car from Weekly Podcast Racing. And it's MDK, Credits Gaming, David Land, Rue Radman, Sloppy Joe, and Fiasco. Gaining 4 spots, putting himself in the top 10. Then after that is Kamikaze Games, Joseph Lombard, IDK Player, One Incarnation, Caleb Hoffman, Rusty Walrus, Larson Fan, Raw Gator, Griff Dog, and Baltimore Racing. We'd like to thank you for watching this season. Should be a blast in NYOS season number 3. We'll see you next time at Richmond for the All-Star race. Here it is. The 2 winners here today are going to do burnouts on the front stretch.